Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to your WWE Mae Young Classic live reactions. It is episode 3, and this is basically the show that I was looking most forward to. Why? Because 3 of my 4 favorite Mae Young Classic participants are on this show. Our first match, just right out the gate, we've got Toni Storm versus Ayesha Raymond. Our second match, we've got Indian sensation Kavita Devi versus my number 1 favorite performer in this tournament, Dakota Kai, formerly known as Evie. Third match, a little bit of a downswing, 2 kind of more sort of performance center kind of standout kind of people. We've got Bianca BelAir versus Sage Beckett. But then our fourth match, Santana Garrett versus Piper Niven, formerly known as Viper. This show is stacked.
Yeah, this is the show that, based on those names, you have to be on the lookout for. Now, episode 4 does have somebody very special, but we'll get to that in a little bit. But yeah, this is a stacked episode. I'm most excited, of course, to see Toni Storm and Dakota Kai, knowing how high you are on her. I can't wait to see that as well. Brother, let's get right into this, man. I'm ready.
Dakota Kai is adorable, and she looks like what would happen if Bayley was training to wrestle elsewhere and was like half Samoan and half Australian. But she doesn't hug, she kicks, and she will kick a bitch's head off.
There you go. There you go. See, that's how adorableness should be used, as a false kind of tactic, like, oh, I'm harmless, kick. So there you go.
That's right. That's right. All right. Up next, though, we've got to get into this. We've got our players set to 0-0-0-0, and we are going to hit play when I say go after a countdown. So let's just get right into this thing. 3, 2, 1, go. Toni Storm opening the show.
Yeah, this is gonna be insane, dude. I'm excited for episode 3. As I said, to close out my thoughts on episode 2, it seems like the first round is on an upward trajectory. Like, episode 1 was good, episode 2 was better than episode 1, and the way it sounds on paper, episode 3 is looking like it might be better than episode 2. So, yeah, we shall see. And that Mae Young Classic trophy, absolutely gorgeous. And we got all these women vying for it. And some real standouts here. I mean, Shayna Baszler was dominant. Mia Yim was brilliant in her match against Sarah Logan.
And we are starting things off with Ayesha Raymond and Toni Storm.
This is going to be something.
Ayesha Raymond I believe, from England.
Well, Toni Storm, I'll tell you, she's got the look, she's got the attitude, she's got the ability. And like I said, if the bracket would have turned out differently, I'm telling you, I would have picked Toni Storm and Kairi Sane for the final, but I am picking them for my semifinal on that side. So.
Oh, and by the way, remember how I was all happy because, oh, guys, we've got a 20-year-old in this tournament. Rhea Ripley, she's so young. She's a prodigy. Toni Storm's 21.
Exactly. She can make a drink, which she may want to do if she wins this match or if she loses to drown her sorrows. But either way.
Wow, John.
I'm just saying, man, we all have our ways to cope, brother. I ain't judging. And Santana Garrett, who I really hope she does well. I hope she beats Piper or Viper. Or is it Piper?
It's Piper in this tournament. It's Viper on the Indies.
Okay,
we just got a $2 super chat from Cliff Amal. Toni better than Becky Lynch.
Wow. So, Cliff, does that mean you're breaking up with Becky then?
I was going to say, I've got to say, our audience might not realize this because I know that not everybody listening to this knows who the hell Cliff Amal is, but Cliff Amal has been pretty well known in the Twitwell community for a long time as the ultimate Becky Lynch fan. And now he's saying that he is a bigger fan of Toni Storm. And he has moved on from Becky Lynch. Don't say what he wrote. Don't.
Yeah, okay. But, yeah, so there you go. And, yeah, we're panning over to commentary. But they don't matter. He came here for Twitwow, not for Lita and Jim Ross.
Yep. I've actually seen quite a few complaints about Lita and JR. Hopefully you guys enjoy our commentary a little more than people have been enjoying theirs.
And oh my god, all these women that are like thick and has more muscle.
That's Kavita Devi, John. That's the big Indian woman. She's trained by the great Kali.
Oh, well, let's hope she didn't inherit his talent through that training. Let's hope she actually a few notches above. So.
Oh my god. There is the bracket that we've got so far, and I'll tell you, man, the second round is looking sick, and there is Ayesha Raymond, formerly on the Indies. I think she just went by Ayesha Ray.
Okay. Well, that's the woman we're all here to see, Toni Storm.
Toni Storm, yes.
Oh,
she is the whole package, people. She's got the look, she's got the in-ring, she's got the charisma, she's quirky as hell, she's blonde, which we know Vince loves. She's just everything.
And perhaps the most important thing, the cherry on top of the proverbial sundae, she's got Father Time in her pocket at only 21 years old.
21 years old, and she's not going to be 22 again until October. She and Rhea Ripley both have birthdays in October, and they might be the two youngest competitors in this tournament.
Yeah. And hey, Rhea already made her splash. She's advancing. And yeah. Toni Storm, not only do I think she's going to advance, I think she's going to take this whole tournament for her own, up to a certain point, of course. But I think Toni Storm's going to be one of those people. I mean, we got please sign Cedric chants in the CWC. If people aren't clamoring for Toni to be signed when this is all done, I don't know what to tell you.
It's crazy how many similarities you can find between Toni Storm and Rhea Ripley. Both young, blonde Australian women that can go in the ring.
Yeah, really?
With October birthdays.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know why Ayesha Raymond decided to show up dressed as a cat.
Hey, you know, I mean, maybe cats are a thing now. We got Sami Callihan with that stupid gimmick in PWG with the claws, so...
You really hate Space Cat, and I'll never know why.
It's just so stupid. I know Ayesha Raymond out here.
Ayesha Raymond is one of the bigger women in this tournament as well. She's listed at 6 feet tall, 183 pounds.
Oh, wow, okay.
Meanwhile, Toni Storm is on the shorter side. She's only about 5'5". She's listed at 143, though.
Well, I'll tell you, I think Toni Storm getting ready to prove the bigger they are, the harder they fall, so...
Absolutely.
I mean, you know what, though? Maybe I shouldn't be overlooking Ayesha Raymond so hard. Oh, my God. That look, she just gave the ref, like, you take one step closer, motherfucker.
Hey, relax, Ayesha. He's got to check you to make sure that you're not going to cheat.
I like it, though. I like that she's always angry. Why not? The world sucks. I don't blame her. And now we got Toni Storm coming out. And there's a woman, too. She's got a bit of an anger issue, too. Maybe these two can help each other. You know, maybe they're like, you know what? We could go on the network, hold each other, and cry. But that's for marks. Let's just. And
I don't know if anyone else is familiar with this theme song, but we have had this theme song uploaded somewhere on YouTube. It was shared with us on our Discord, and it is excellent. It's a song made by Blue Saraceno, which is the same dude that made The River, which was Emma's return theme, and Evil Ways, which was used by AJ Styles and Lucha Underground in their Conan return vignettes. So Blue Saraceno has a history of making excellent music for wrestling, and the theme song used for Toni Storm here is just one more example of that ability.
And now Ayesha just looking straight through Toni Storm. Toni Storm, though, she ain't sweating it. You know, you've got all the talent and ability she does at only 21, and you've got a higher profile than this Ayesha. Ayesha more of a question mark. Toni has been making that name for herself, and Toni actually offering the hand first. Ayesha's got a lot of arrogance for somebody that doesn't have the profile that Toni does, but that's cool. That's cool.
Hey, I don't think Ayesha really cares about the profile. I think she still thinks she's one of the best.
Well, I think you have to be in this tournament.
Whether she actually is or not, we'll find out here.
Well, hey, I tell myself in my endeavors that I'm the best. I think you almost have to. You have to have that confidence, even if it's unfounded.
I always wish that tournaments like this would be double elimination rather than single elimination, just so that we could be guaranteed 2 matches from every woman regardless.
And now, nice, right back into the side headlock.
I mean, how much better would the CWC have been last year if it was double elimination, if we would have had a loser's bracket that we would eventually been kind of building up to a grand finals rather than just, oh, if you lose, you're out.
Right. I guess WWE just says...
Oh, Toni finds her way out of the headlock.
And look at Toni's looking at that smile.
Ayesha looks very unamused.
And again, just backs off.
Toni wants the handshake, and as soon as Ayesha goes for it, Toni pulls away. You disrespect me, I will not respect you back.
Hey, that's fair. Oh, and the kick.
Arm wrench.
Right to the wrist lock there.
Oh, going to the shoulder. Cranking the arm again.
And now
flips around, goes back into a bridge, flips through, forward flip, and twisting Ayesha's arm as well. Same wrist lock, except now Toni is in control.
Oh, no. The strikes there by Ayesha. Oh, the throat thrust.
Oh, she went for the trip there, but missed. Off the ropes here. Single foot kick from Toni Storm there.
Nicely done there by Toni.
Snapmare takedown. Oh, and the hip attacks. We've seen Toni do this. We saw her do this to Io Shirai.
Yeah, third one upcoming here.
Grinding the hips, and there's the attack.
This is why I'd love a Toni Storm Asuka matchup. We know Asuka loves to throw her hip attacks. Toni could match her there.
Toni charging into the corner, but Ayesha gets a boot up.
Nice boot there by Ayesha.
Going for a side slam.
Could be a backbreaker, maybe.
And she got it.
Side slam. Yeah, there it is. Now I'm going to pick up Toni Storm by the hair.
Yeah, the hair grab, highly illegal. You should not be doing that. Scoop slam.
And, well, look at that. Nice form there, and there's the scoop slam.
Goes for the cover.
I'll press it, too.
Barely even a 2 count there.
Nicely
Toni
done.
kicking out nice and early in that 2 count.
There's a kick right to the upper part of the back.
Oh, and now Ayesha, though, again, grabbing Toni by the hair. She's whipping her into the corner, off the opposite side, and into a splash in the corner.
Nice corner splash there by Ayesha. Toni really kind of struggling here. And now she's got the knee, just burying the knee, it looks like. The ref backing Ayesha off of her. Now Ayesha even kind of intimidating the ref a little bit. And now...
Oh, choke bomb maybe.
But
Toni had the headbutt to get out of it.
Nice headbutt there by Toni Storm.
Ayesha is backed into the corner, as is Toni, though. They're both in opposite corners. Ayesha charging Toni out of the way. Ayesha ran into the turnbuckle. Toni charging now. She's got one of her feet. She put her feet on the rope into a lung blower.
Nice lung blower there by Toni Storm.
I think she's going to go for another hip attack here, a running hip attack into the corner.
She hits this. That could really change the momentum, and she got it.
Northern Lights.
Nice snap release,
and
Northern Lights. Yeah, Toni's feeling herself now.
Toni Storm's athletic, too. She really can do everything.
And now she's going to go to the top rope. Maybe a drop kick here or a crossbody. And now...
Oh, it took a little too long. Ayesha cuts her off.
Yeah, Ayesha
Gorilla press slam.
Nice press slam there by Ayesha.
Now Ayesha is on the top or on the middle rope.
Oh, what's she going to go for here? She's kind of posturing.
Nothing.
Wait, what the hell?
She's just kind of... Oh, no, she's getting back on the middle rope.
I don't know what she's
thinking. Now she's on the top rope. Is she going to do a splash? Oh, she went for a splash with Toni out of the way.
Took way too long. No, Oklahoma roll. 2.
And she got it.
That's it.
She won with an Oklahoma roll. Wow. But you know what, though? The Oklahoma roll was preceded by a missed splash off the top. So Toni Storm being very resourceful, taking advantage of a situation that was handed to her.
Yeah, Toni Storm, to the surprise of nobody, advances. And yeah, I don't know what Ayesha was thinking. See, again, that's the one thing that's really kind of annoyed me about some women in this tournament, is you're flapping your gums when you should be having that sense of urgency. She chose to pick a fight with the crowd when her opponent was Toni Storm, and she paid for it.
And now, Toni Storm having won, we are going to find out who her opponent is in the next episode, because next, in episode 4, we've got our match between Tainara Conti and Lacey Evans, and the winner of that match will face Toni Storm in the second round. But for now, all we need to know is that Toni Storm has advanced.
Absolutely. And she can worry about her opponent later. There is Charlotte.
And Sarah Amato, formerly Sarah Del Rey, the head female trainer at the Performance Center. We have her to thank for pretty much all of Charlotte's success and a lot of the success of the other women in WWE right now.
Absolutely. Sarah's done brilliant work. And what a great mind to have at the Performance Center as we roll on here with the Mae Young Classic first round. That was our first match of the day, or day 3 to be precise, and episode 3. And yeah, Toni wins, and I'll tell you, I think she's
Dakota Kai is in our next match. Oh God, but she's going against that monster Indian woman, Kavita Devi.
Well, here's to hoping Dakota Kai does well, because I know how high you are on her. So
I hate that you just keep talking about how high I am on her. I want us to both be high on her. I hope she wins you over.
I mean, it's not that I'm against her. It's just I'm so unfamiliar.
Right.
So.
Well, it's Evie. We've seen Evie in NXT before.
Yeah, but I guess she really didn't leave much of an impression. So I guess she's got her second chance here.
Yeah.
Watch Kali's student win, though.
Well, Kavita is talking about her training from Kali.
Yeah, she says, I have 100% confidence in myself, and it's confidence that'll help me win because I am powerful.
Yeah, she is definitely powerful. No one's doubting that.
The woman power.
There's a big, strong woman right there.
God, the idea of a guy like Kali having a wrestling school just really sends shudders down my spine, but we'll see how it turns out. There's Dakota Kai.
Hey, man, he might have more knowledge about the business than we realize because he just can't move. His knees are just shot. Like, you never know. I mean, there was a point back in the day when he could, like, jump over the top rope and land on his feet and not explode both of his knees in the meantime.
Right.
So here we're going to get to see Evie. There you saw her backbreaker over her knee. She is vicious when you let her. She is absolutely savage in the ring. There you saw the running face wash in the corner, almost like a mafia kick, like a haluva kick or a whatever you want to call it there in the corner. She has so many kicks in her arsenal, man. And her finish too is the kicking away. It's kind of a tribute to Finn Balor, who I believe trained her. She uses the double foot stomp off the top rope.
Oh, so she does like her own coup de grace like then.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. I know literally nothing about Kavita Devi, though.
Yeah, big question mark there. And big biceps. So, she's just packing a lot.
Huge biceps, yeah. I question who's got the biggest biceps in this tournament between her and Jazzy.
Yeah, really. And now I guess...
biceps are good for showing off, but not going to necessarily win you a fight. They might help you win a fight if you know how to use them, but they're not going to win a fight for you all by themselves.
Exactly. This definitely seems like a speed versus power kind of matchup.
Believe me when I tell you Dakota Kai's got a power game as far as her strikes being powerful.
Right. And here is Kavita. And I'll tell you, I'm very curious how this match is going to play out. Obviously, Dakota Kai, the subject of conversation here.
Kavita is an actual power lifter, too. Former power lifter.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, that makes a lot of sense. When you have a build like she does, that's really not too surprising.
I'm reading here, she represented India in the 2016 South Asian Games where she won gold in the 75 kilo category.
Oh, wow. Okay.
75 kilo is like around 165 pounds. So we can kind of use that to kind of figure she's probably around that weight. She's listed at 5'9". So just kind of going by that, we can assume that she's 5'9", 165. Dakota Kai, in the meantime, listed at 5'6", 121. So undoubtedly a size and power advantage for Kavita, but let's not underestimate Dakota here.
No, certainly not.
Really interesting attire on Kavita as well. I haven't seen anything like that on a women's wrestler in WWE ever, I don't think. Not that I know of, at least.
And then just shoves Dakota Kai there.
Further proving the power advantage, for sure.
Absolutely. We're going to see if we're going to try this lockup again. We do.
I was looking at Kavita's WWE.com profile when I would have seen something. I want to ask you, John, was there a handshake here?
There was, but I think Kavita might have squeezed Dakota's hand a little bit because she immediately tried pulling away and she shook it off to get the feeling back in.
Judo throw.
And Kavita just staring at Dakota Kai.
Dakota is kind of trying to unleash all this fury on Kavita, and she's just standing there taking it and throwing her.
I mean, again, though, if the Jazzy Gabbert Abby Lath match taught us something, it's that being. Oh my God, what is this?
To go to the top rope for a lucha arm drag. Are you kidding me?
Okay, well, clearly, yes, she didn't also take Kali's talents along with his tutelage, so that's something. Oh my sweet Jesus.
Literally just lifting Dakota up, arm only, really. Like she used her arm to lift the rest of her up, and she did it again. Jesus, this power.
And still has control of the arm there. This is a scary position for Dakota Kai to be in. And Dakota Kai.
Oh, here we go. Ayesha again going for the arm drag, and Dakota couldn't find a way to reverse. Normally when you see someone go for a big move like that a second time, their opponent will find a way to reverse it. They'll have figured it out by then, but I think at this point, Kavita's power is still just too much for Dakota. There's the first kick of the match.
I was waiting for her to start throwing kicks.
Oh, the forearm, though.
God, the
forearm. And then the uppercut from Kavita. This is going to be a hard match to call because we've got a Kavita and a Dakota, and those names sound way too familiar.
And Kavita here just so dominant with the strikes and the power game. Dakota off the ropes.
There's
Dakota
the kick.
With the kick to Kavita.
Sunset flip.
And she rolls through.
Only a 1 count.
And Dakota now going to try and make it one. Nice drop kick.
God, she ate it.
It's kind of looking at her. God. Whiffs on the second drop kick.
She didn't even really whiff. She just got thrown.
And now Kavita picking up Dakota.
Oh God, fireman's carry here.
Could be a gut buster. Looks like this doesn't look like a Samoan drop to me.
Jesus.
Oh my God.
Just a military press drop.
Kavita is just, she looks at Dakota as some kind of toy to ragdoll. My God.
My Lord.
And yeah, flexing for all of us. Hey, you said biceps could be useful if you know how to use them. I think Kavita knows how to use hers.
It definitely seems that way, doesn't it?
And now Dakota, she's got to figure out what to do because we know she can be a lethal striker, but she hasn't even gotten in a place where she can.
I think she needs to create more separation because it seems like when they're in close, when we're getting close combat, Kavita is at a very, very distinct advantage. Dakota needs to get some separation, create that space, and that kind of allows her to kind of get a little bit of a running start for some of her strikes. Oh, another arm, hip toss, hip toss. There it is. Again. Jesus. Kavita is so powerful.
Kavita has been dominant. She's kind of stalking Dakota here. And Kavita going to charge Dakota, though. Moves out of the way. That could be the distance that you needed.
There's going to be the Yakuza kick. There it is.
Oh, man. Is that going to do it already?
Oh, she's going up top. We might get the double foot stomp here. This might be it.
Yeah, I mean, Dakota, if she has that window, she's got to take it now.
Yes, there it is. Yes, go for the pin. Yes. Pin. One, two. Yes.
Three. That's it.
Oh, man. Wow, that was a battle. That was a battle for her.
That's the thing with people like...
I'm looking forward to seeing a longer match with her. I don't know who she's facing in the next round, but whatever match that ends up being, I hope it ends up being longer than this one because that was short and very one-sided until Dakota really kind of pulled the miracle out of her hat in a way.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Dakota, I can tell you, brother, Dakota's facing Rhea Ripley next.
Oh, that's going to be amazing.
Yeah, what a very interesting match.
They need to get like 15 plus minutes. Like, that's going to be so good.
Kavita was dominant, but here's the thing I've noticed about people like Jazzy Gabbert and now Kavita Devi is that you give the smaller opponent just one opening. That's all they need. Here's that.
Look at this stomp, John. Jesus.
Yeah, shades again of her mentor, Finn Balor, who has got to be smiling seeing that.
And that was almost an easy 3 count, too. Kavita didn't move even after the 3 count. You could have counted to 100 on that.
I'll tell you, as if Finn wasn't amazing enough on his own. He's been kind of a credit to women's wrestling in a way. I mean, having an influence in Dakota Kai's career and Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch, yeah. Dakota Kai versus Rhea Ripley is a match that I am really excited about in the second round. And it's a shame that we have to wait a whole week to see that because if WWE knew how to do freaking binge watching, they would have just dropped all the episodes today.
Yeah, pull it Netflix, WWE, goddamn. And, yeah, there's the Johnson family, and there's Nia Jax. Yeah, Nia, you'll never be that talented. And,
no kidding. Honestly, I'd go as far as to say she'll never be as talented as either of the women in that last match.
yeah, I'm interested to see more of Kavita as she develops further. Because I'll tell you, those lucha style
I want a damn losers bracket. I want this to be double elimination so we can see these women more than once.
Yeah, unfortunately, I just don't think WWE has that kind of time. But
well, I mean, they do because it's their network and they can do whatever the hell they want on it. But still, I would have loved Kavita Devi versus Miranda Salinas because those are the two people that lost those matches against Dakota Kai and Rhea Ripley, respectively. And that would have been an interesting, almost kind of like David and Goliath kind of battle.
Right. And here's Bianca BelAir.
We've already seen her. We know that she's very, very green and that her entire gimmick revolves around her fake hair.
And Sage Beckett, who I think we talked about, was really a question mark for me.
I will say, the one other thing that we know about Bianca is that she is a freaky athlete. Like, freakier than really anybody. I would go as far as to say she is the most athletic individual in not just this tournament, I would go as far as to say she's the most athletic female in the WWE right now.
Right. And Sage Beckett
is a powerhouse.
I don't know. I think I said in my bracket that Bianca BelAir was going to win and she was going to go on to the next round to face Kairi Sane, which we won't know about that half of the equation until episode 4. But I don't know, like I have a lot of my friends that are into pro wrestling that are excited about Bianca. You guys know from our Twitwell review where she had, yeah, because I think we even talked about Aaliyah like on a Twitwell and that whole match, and we just weren't really impressed with Bianca, but she's got a second chance at it, so we'll see what Bianca can do. We'll see. I think that
might have been on our bracketology.
Yeah, I know we definitely mentioned it most recently there as well. But you guys know we really were underwhelmed by Bianca's qualifying match.
And remember, guys, Sage Beckett is in much better shape. She looks great. She's looking really good right now. She's a powerhouse, but she used to be 300 plus pounds. Like, this woman has come so far. She's lost an entire person on her journey here. And I am definitely hoping that she can impress in this match.
Yeah, I mean, that's the exciting thing. You know, when you've got question marks like a Kavita, like a Sage Beckett, is you don't know, like, if it's going to be a meh thing or like, wow, I am so happy you're with us right now. Yeah. And I'm hoping it's the latter for Sage Beckett. And for Bianca, I'm hoping that, you know, I can really see what all my friends are seeing. She's got another crack at it. Show us what you can do. You know, you call yourself the EST of NXT, and there's so much hype around her. And that's why I think she is going to win this match, but Sage Beckett might surprise us.
And to be fair, the winner of this match will go on to face the winner of Tessa Blanchard versus Kairi Sane. So really, we've got two less experienced performers here, potentially going up against one of the favorites to win this tournament.
Exactly. And there is Bianca BelAir. And she is feeling herself right now. She beat Aaliyah to get to this spot. Now we'll see if she can match Sage Beckett here, who definitely has the power game going on.
Very, very arrogant.
Hey, you know, that's the thing. I think people that come from Bianca's background of the athletics, you know, it's like Charlotte. Oh, I could have done volleyball. We wish you would have. We really wish you would have. But
technically she did for a long time. That's why she's already 31.
Right.
Nothing worse in a wrestling prospect than someone who's old and inexperienced.
Exactly. And
that's not to say it can't work. That's not to say it can't work. We've seen old and inexperienced work before. Two specific examples I can cite are DDP and Batista.
Yeah. Now the lock up here. And Sage Beckett immediately pulling Bianca BelAir in on that handshake, and that was a sign of dominance early. Like, I am not to be overlooked. I will overpower you. I will own you. And Bianca shoving her.
And Bianca actually is another one of those examples of like the old and inexperienced combo. She's only been wrestling for less than a year, and she's already 28 years old.
Oh, okay.
Meanwhile, Sage Beckett has a decade of experience.
Right. That was a shoulder block. Oh, but Bianca there with the kip up.
She has a decade of experience, but she's only been in really great shape for like 2 or 3 years or so, from what I understand. Maybe a little longer than that.
And slams Bianca down.
There's the elbow drop.
Elbow drop. Great height on that.
And power, yeah. I mean, she lost a ton of weight, but she's still one of the bigger women in this tournament at 5'11", 190.
And now Bianca reversing the Irish whip, but Sage there with the kick.
Woohoo! That was huge.
Yeah, Bianca getting taken to school right now, because when you talk about Sage being a veteran of a decade of experience, that's the kind of person Bianca needed to face. And now Sage going to the top turnbuckle there. And now Bianca,
nice
drop kick.
We need to see more women doing drop kicks in WWE. I feel like Becky Lynch is the only one on the main roster that does them.
Yeah, now we've seen Rhea Ripley do some, and Bianca just pulled one out.
Dakota,
yeah, well, that's a nice trend. Colby blow to the back there by Bianca.
No, Paige used to do like weird like single leg drop kicks, but she just hasn't been around.
I am going to be fascinated by her return, because from what I'm hearing, it's imminent. But
yeah, it's going to be very interesting for sure. Bianca BelAir, though, I mean, look at the shape this woman's in. She has friggin' abs, John.
She does. I'm jealous of those abs. A nice knee strike there to the mid.
You had like a 2-pack.
It's a 4-pack, first of all.
Okay, it's a 4-pack. I mean, why are you the one that's jealous?
I mean, you can always be in better shape than what you're in currently. And now,
what a lariat from Bianca. That was great. One.
Down.
Oh, not even a 2 count again. I like the lip marks running down her back too. That's pretty cool. That's a nice touch.
I mean, yeah, she's definitely she's got like the packaging down, because I get the whole angle.
The presentation is there. It's a matter of the ability being there.
Oh, look at that! Grab the leg. Now what's Bianca thinking?
Oh, Jesus! Just head meet canvas for Sage Beckett.
And
nice jumping.
Leg drop. I actually thought she was gonna do a double stomp at first. I'm like, God damn! And now,
nice frog
splash there. So this is what I wish we would have seen more of in her media, but I think it's cool that she's showing this kind of stuff in there with an actual veteran like Sage Beckett.
Oh, nice. She's got her in the double chicken wing here.
Yeah, we saw her do this a lot in her match with Aaliyah.
She needs to clasp her hands together to get that locked in right.
And hey, I mean, Beth Phoenix is watching this, so she's got
to slam.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if Bianca has the power to get Sage Beckett up for something like that, though.
She's definitely working that double chicken wing. Sage Beckett, though. Trying to fight out, and she does. Now Bianca charging.
Full Nelson. Sit-out slam.
Nice.
Full Nelson's bomb. Reminiscent of Bubba Ray's old Bubba bomb.
Exactly, and Bianca still kicks out.
We haven't seen that in a while. Is Sage bleeding at the chin?
She might be.
Or is that like someone's lipstick or something?
I mean, it could be that the lipstick marks that Bianca had on her back as part of the thing could have just rubbed off, and now
ducks lariat. What the hell? Are these punches?
Strikes?
Yeah, these are punches.
Oh my God!
Oh no, they're palm strikes. Those are palm strikes.
And now Bianca in the corner.
Big splash!
What a splash in the corner!
Up the ropes here. Single leg drop kick from Sage Beckett.
That's gonna do it, isn't it?
I don't think that's gonna do it. No. Yeah, that was barely even a 2 count.
Damn, that was one hell of a sequence.
Bianca is definitely resilient. I will give her that.
I mean, I just got to give Sage Beckett credit, because, again, as we've noted, she is a bigger woman in this tournament. That single leg drop kick was awesome. Off the ropes again. Knee. That was a knee lift there. Bianca stunned.
Sage got her up. We going to get a running power slam here? Oh, no, she's going to slam her into the turnbuckle.
And up, Trio Woe.
Maybe it's. Oh yeah, she's in it. She's in the Trio Woe for sure. What's she gonna do here? What's Sage gonna do here? Is what I'm saying.
And Bianca.
Oh wow, back elbow there almost like a splash, like a running back splash.
And now I think she's saying that's it.
Oh, she's getting up. Are we gonna get like a Vader bomb?
We might. That's what it's looking like. Wait a minute here.
She's posing.
That's always a mistake.
Vader bomb missed.
I missed. No, I tell you, people. And now Bianca.
Oh, and there's the hair whip.
He's there with their spear.
That's gonna be it. Yep.
That's it. Bianca advances. And that was definitely a much better match than the one she had with Aaliyah. That's what we're saying. You get better by facing people that are better than you.
Yep.
So, And
good on you, Bianca. Good on you.
Absolutely. I'll tell you what, her and Serena Deeb on the same side? They are, but there's no way they're going to face each other. Because for that to happen, they'd have to go to the semifinals, and that's not happening. Because I was curious about a battle of the spears.
I mean, yeah, they are on the same side, but they're not in the same group.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, for them to face off, it would have to be a semifinal match, and that's just not happening.
Right.
So, because I would have loved to have seen a battle of the spears, but Bianca BelAir gets the W. Sage made one mistake, but I mean, really a fun match.
And you know what, though? The mistake was, again, the overconfidence. We've seen that so many times where people spend too much time posing and pandering to the crowd and, you know, powering up or whatever, and they end up, it costs them. And that's what happened to Sage there.
And you know what? Good on Bianca.
Next opponent will either be Kairi Sane or Tessa Blanchard. I'm picking Kairi Sane to win that. And if that's the case, Bianca will be in over her head.
She may be in over her head, but again, if you're Bianca, you've got to, I mean, depending on how much wrestling history you know, even though Kairi hasn't been wrestling that long, I mean, she's already so good, has such a profile that Bianca getting in the ring with people like this is naturally going to make her grow. It's going to make her learn. So if I'm Bianca, I'm relishing every opportunity.
And here's our main event for the evening, guys. Piper Niven, formerly known as Viper, taking on Santana Garrett.
Come on, Santana. Get the win. I mean, maybe I'll end up liking Piper, so I'm not like discounting her or anything like that, but Santana just seems like such a sweetheart, and I know how talented she actually is, so I'm just
the fact that Santana Garrett isn't already the face of the WWE's women's division is gross.
I know, right? We got Nathan.
What about her? Like, find a flaw. You won't. Yeah. There are none.
She really is. She really is absolutely excellent, and I'm wishing her the best, really, because yeah, she's got all the right tools, I think. Hell, I thought you had a great marketing idea for her in terms of presentation, like making her the Wonder Woman of the women's division.
Yeah. And there's Piper Niven. I know we've got a major Piper Niven fan in the Twitwell fandom. I don't know if he's in chat right now, but Jason McGlade, a.k.a. Caltag Store 96, absolutely adores this woman.
Yeah. Says, I hope you guys like Piper. I mean, hell, you know, like I said, I may walk away from this. I hope we do, too. Yeah. Again, I'm not looking to hate anybody. You know, I'm looking to really grow a deeper appreciation for everybody. So, we'll see what Piper brings to the table.
And Piper holding up the peace sign there. Who's going to come out first?
And Piper.
All right. Here we go, guys. Main event time. We've got about 12 minutes left on this show, so hopefully this match gets 10 or 11 of those.
Yeah, I mean, we still got entrances and, of course, the handshake. Piper just coming down to the ring here.
Up on the apron.
And Santana Garrett, I mean, it's one hell of a mountain to climb, literally and figuratively. Piper is a bigger competitor. And we'll see how Santana adapts to that kind of competition. Ref now checking Piper. Wouldn't it be funny if somebody did pull
Santana. Wouldn't it be funny if what?
Wouldn't it be funny if somebody did pull a Regal and had like brass knucks stowed away in the toe of their boot or something?
Yeah, that would be amazing. That'd be hilarious.
Oh, look at Santana. I mean, even the presentation, like, look at that. How can you not get behind that? Like
I said, find a flaw. You won't.
Honestly, like, I feel like she's got all the appeal that somebody like Bayley would, but I feel like her in-ring is even better, because I'm not trying to hate on Bayley, but like...
I mean, Bayley's in-ring is really good. I don't think Bayley's problem is her in-ring. I think her problem is that her character is a child.
Yeah.
Like, Santana has appeal to kids without her having to come off as a child herself.
Exactly. And hey, Bayley might have to evolve, because even the crowd's starting to sour on her a little bit with the reaction she's been getting lately.
She's been getting lately.
Which I will say, in her defense, I do think it's unfair in part, but, I mean, you might as well take it as an opportunity to grow.
I am really hoping that Piper Niven does more in this match than just be big.
There's the handshake there. Piper never actually respect. Oh, well, I always speak too soon, folks. I have open mouth insert foot syndrome. Still haven't cured it. Probably should go to a doctor for that. And Santana just kind of smirking like, okay. And here we go. Let's see what Piper's going to do here. We already know to some degree what Santana is capable of. There was talk at one point of her being Sister Abigail. That's how into her people were. And just how great she thought it would be.
It's funny, too. I was mentioning in our last match that Sage Beckett might do a Vader bomb. Viper actually does a Vader bomb as a finish, and she calls it the Viper bomb.
You gotta wonder if she was a big Vader fan as a kid, because like you notice like the influences of people, and you wonder, well, how big a fan were you of that person growing up? Like that's
side headlock here from Santana. Piper reverses. Santana with the wrist lock, twisting it real good.
Great control there by Santana.
Piper goes under, gets control of the foot, trips her up, has her shoulders down, pin, 2. Wow, that was a 2 count on nothing. That was just a pin, and she got a 2.
Again, you just got that body on body there, somebody the size of Piper. What's a standard lateral press really becomes.
Oh, look at that. Santana doing the backflip, getting back into the wrist lock control.
And Santana here, this is what she's going to need to do in my mind. She's going to need to be quick. She's going to need that joint manipulation. And again, just wrenching on that wrist lock. Ducks Piper again. And,
wow. Duck. And just cranking on the arm. And now, octopus?
Could be.
Not quite. It's more abdominal stretch than octopus at this point, but it's really kind of somewhere in between.
Yeah, she'd really have to wrap the leg over the head for... Oh!
Power, though, from Piper.
And
she going to do a Samoan drop? No. Santana going for the sunset flip. Piper goes for the sit-out bomb. Santana out of the way. Santana, single foot kick there to Piper. Goes to the pin, 1, and not even a 2 count. Piper kicks out.
Yeah, Piper does kick out. And now Santana here. Wrist clutch.
Again, back to the arm. I think she wanted to whip Piper into the corner there, but Piper too powerful. Piper whips Santana. Santana up and over. Forward, flipping out into the middle of the ring. Piper walking towards her. Oh, Santana doing a back roll. She's got her by the head. Head scissors here. Are we going to get a Rana? Yes, we are.
And we did. We did.
God damn.
Piper's
Santana Garrett has everything Kelly had plus actual talent.
And now off the ropes again. Oh my God. That
crossbody from Piper.
Piper only getting a 2 count there. Santana's staying in it. But see, again, when you're as big as Piper is, every maneuver,
that's all you need. Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, size is its own weapon. Because even a rudimentary maneuver or hold can just be multiplied depending on the kind of body that's doing said hold or maneuver. And now he's got that cravat and the headbutt.
That knocked Piper a little loopy as well. Cravat, though. This cravat is very effective here from Piper.
Absolutely. I mean, it traps the head and neck. Definitely made Santana susceptible to that headbutt. Could make her susceptible to other offense as well. We know Cassius Ohno, formerly Chris Hero, he loves a good cravat plex.
I like the cravat because it's basically just like, you know what? I'm not sure what I want to do to you, but I'm going to make you really uncomfortable while I think about it.
Exactly. Santana off the ropes, back elbow. Piper here.
Going for the pin here.
Lateral press again, 2.
And Santana kicks out.
Piper is just probably thinking about what her next move's going to be. Santana definitely in pain. Can't feel good getting hit by somebody like Piper. And now is it going to be a side rush? I'm like, what's she thinking about here? Oh,
she's got her in a Cobra clutch.
You got to wonder if she's going to just keep the submission or maybe she's going to turn it into a backbreaker like the Big Show used to do or what. I mean, Cobra clutch can be a very dangerous hold in its own right. Oh, wow. And then just
wow. She did the cork. What's that called? The ripcord. Was that a lariat? Did she just do a rainmaker?
Yeah, she did like a Cobra clutch into a rainmaker. So,
God damn.
Pipe kata, definitely came to play tonight, I guess.
Oh, Kuiper.
There you go. And Santana, is she smiling?
Whipped into the corner, Santana.
I know.
Piper thinking maybe a splash here.
And
no boot.
Boot got up.
Santana heading up top. Oh, are we going to get a springboard? No. She just got out of the way and let Piper introduce her head through the ropes. Oh, step through DDT. She got it.
She got it. Wow.
One,
Two.
two. Oh, only a 2 count.
And now Santana. You got to wonder what she's going to do next here. She's got to keep that offense going.
Forearm. Off the ropes. Drop kick. Piper wanted a punch there, but Santana caught her. Eat defeat. We've seen that win a match already.
Yeah, Mia Yim against Sarah Logan.
Oh, and now Santana backing all the way up into the corner. She's going to charge into the corner with Piper in it. Springboard back elbow. Actually, handspring back elbow.
Yeah, handspring.
Oh, she went for a bulldog, but Piper dropped her. Off the ropes.
Oh, Piper.
Crossbody.
That might do it.
Two. Oh, and Santana just kicked out.
Yeah, emphasis on the just there. It can't really get any closer without it being a 3 count.
Yeah, that was barely.
Piper knows it too. Yeah, Piper knows it too. And Santana struggling to breathe, it looks like. And now Piper. Oh, she's going to drag her. Could be the Piper bomb.
Viper. Well, yeah, that's probably what they're going to call it here, but it was the Viper. And no, she's actually going to the middle rope here.
Hey, if you're that close, are you thinking about a senton that close? No. Santana got up.
Oh, Frankensteiner.
Oh, but
no,
Piper.
Piper pushed her off.
Santana rolled through
though. Left hook.
Nicely done there.
And now she's going to get the Frankensteiner off the bottom rope. Oh, and send Piper down from the middle rope. Two. And Piper kicks out.
He does kick out. Santana needs a big maneuver here. He's got to make something happen.
Super kick.
Hey,
we haven't seen many of those in this tournament. We saw a ton of those in CWC.
Oh, wait.
Oh, handspring. Oh, she went for the moonsault, but Piper with the senton.
Oh, my God. I feel like that moonsault's cost her not once, but twice. I feel like on that women's wrestling show, that moonsault cost her as well. Oh, that's it.
Yeah, that's going to be it. Pretty much a Samoan driver there from Piper. Puts Santana Garrett away. And now Piper, I believe, will be facing Serena Deeb in the next round.
Well, good luck with that, Serena.
Yeah, I mean, Santana is smaller than Piper, but Serena's even smaller than Santana. That's a bigger mismatch than this was.
Right. And yeah, I mean, Serena versus Piper. I did have Serena going over Piper in my bracket, but I don't know. Maybe my emotions clouded my judgment there. We'll see.
Well, and the thing, too, with Serena, I mean, she's got a little more experience than Santana, but the gap isn't that wide. It's, you know, it's a matter of, I think, like 8 years versus 12 years. So two longtime vets, but still, I mean, when you're an 8-year vet, how much of a difference really is there between that and a 12-year vet? You know what I mean?
Right.
So the size difference might really make all the difference here. That Samoan driver there from Piper Niven could put anyone in this tournament away, I think.
Absolutely. She advances. What a match. As we see there, the hand gets raised of Piper. And yeah, her versus Serena is going to be very, very interesting to me. So the next round is looking quite unique. You see Piper there looking out into the crowd. A job well done here from Piper Niven. And yeah, that's our main event of day 3 or episode 3. I keep saying day. I'm still in G1 mode. But episode 3.
Yeah, that was the main event of episode 3. We only have 4 matches left, and those will all be on episode 4, which we will be getting to very soon. John, what kind of thoughts do you want to get out before we close this up?
Not a bad day. Very happy that Toni Storm advanced, and I hope to really see Dakota Kai in a barn burner yet. Although Kavita was impressive for the flurry that she got, especially with those lucha-style arm drags. So yeah, day 3 was quite nice. Or again, episode 3. God damn it, that's going to be my thing all tournament. I
mean, we're seeing it in the video package here. In our next episode, we're going to get Candice LeRae. We're going to get Tainara Conti versus Lacey Evans. I already know that we're going to be getting Kairi Sane versus Tessa Blanchard. And there you see Reina Gonzalez versus Nicole Savoy. So those are our 4 matches for our next show. and it's going to be a lot of fun. And guys, this might be my favorite episode of the NYC so far, but we're only 3 in, and I'm fully expecting the next couple rounds to surpass this by a pretty significant margin because we're kind of narrowing down to the best workers. I will say, though, Santana versus Piper was very good. Not sure if I would call it my match of the tournament so far. I think that might still belong to I forget what it was, but the episode 2, the main event in episode 2. Do you remember what that was? Mia Yim versus Sarah Logan. That's my match of the tournament so far still, but this was definitely a good, strong episode, and we will be back with episode 4 at 6 p.m. Eastern time, so like 9 minutes from now. In the meantime, be sure to like this video if you enjoyed the show or our commentary. Be sure to leave a comment once this gets fully processed. Let us know what you thought of the matches. Let us know what you think of the tournament so far, what you think is going to happen in the tournament going forward. No spoilers, please. For those of you that looked at spoilers and know what's going to happen already, just kind of, don't say anything about that. Of course, remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And once you do, click the little bell icon that pops up for notifications so that you will know when we go live every single time. You can support us by either donating to our Patreon or buying a t-shirt, a mug, or a sticker on our Teespring store. As far as Patreon goes, you can donate $3 a month, and that'll get you access to the official TwitWow Patreon Discord. Or you can just donate in a lump sum and get a review and a live reaction, or just a live reaction if you want to go a little bit less expensive. And we are going to be changing up our community goal so that because we are getting into the fall months and we're not going to be covering WWE television, we are going to change the SmackDown community goal to Progress Live Reactions community goal. That's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys are able to get there. Follow us both on Twitter, like the Facebook page, and if you are on Reddit, be sure to check out the TwitWow subreddit. And we are going to get done here so that we can transition over to episode 4. I am posting the link to the episode 4 video /stream/live chat for you guys to be able to go over there and make a nice smooth transition from this. And we will see you there. But of course, you've got to remember to stay tuned.